Good morning, Genesis family. I hope that you guys are all doing well and just continuing on in our 21 days of prayer and fasting. We are right at the end of week 2, and so I hope that each one of you guys have just continued to trek right along with us. It's been a very exciting time, and I have thoroughly been enjoying it, and so I hope that the same is for you guys as well. So exciting times, and I cannot wait to see what God is going to do just through each one of us individually, through our families, through our church, throughout our community. I feel like God is up to something big, and it's pretty exciting, and so I'm ready and just cannot wait. But today in our reading, if you guys are following along in the devotional plan that we're doing, we found ourselves landing in Matthew chapter 5, where Jesus is speaking to the disciples. And the part of it that spoke to me the most was the very end in verses 13 and 14. I just want to read those to you guys really quick. And it says, "You are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden." And so I think we've all gone through those moments of just like, I don't know how God can use me, but God calls us to be the hands and feet of Jesus. And so when I think about verse 14, when it talks about you are the light of the world, a town built on a hill cannot be hidden. And I think of the times that I have driven through like the mountains of Colorado or whatever, and you're driving at nighttime and you look up on the mountains and you can see there are literally towns built up in the mountains and on the hills. And the only way in that moment that you know that those towns are there is because the lights of that town and those houses are lit, and so it's casting that light out so that everyone that is driving by can see that it is there. And so I think that is a lot for kind of the same for our lives, is that we have the light of Jesus within us, and he is giving us that light to shine through to others and to share the good news of Jesus, to share his word, to share the many amazing things and the blessings that he has done and the miracles that he has worked within our lives. And so God has given us that light so that we too can be like that town, that people see it and they know that that person is just beaming with light of Jesus. And so we are called to be the hands and feet of Jesus. And so I want to encourage you, as you are walking through these days, or even just walking through the scripture these days, is really be listening and kind of tuning in and saying, God, how can I be your hands and feet right now? What can I be doing to share your light and to serve others and to serve those around me? It's no secret to anyone that we are walking through some pretty hard times, maybe individually, or as a family, or even as a community and as a nation. Times are difficult right now, and so I can only imagine that if we would all come together and begin to ask God, how can I be used by you? How can I serve those around you? How can your light shine through me today? I can only imagine how God can begin to work and say, okay, I want you to do this. He's called each one of us to do great things. He's gifted each one of us with different gifts, different talents, different abilities. I've taught in Genesis Kids before that, if we all had the same gifts, life would be pretty boring. But we don't, there's no way that you want me on stage on a Sunday leading worship. God has gifted Serena and her team to be able to do that, and he has not gifted me to do that, and you don't want me to do that. And so he has gifted her and put her in that place that she can lead us corporately in worship. He's given me a gift to lead in kids ministry and to teach kids and to pour into the lives of kids. And, others are like, that is not my calling, and that is not where I want to be. And those are the people that we probably don't want there. But he's given each one of us different talents, different gifts, different abilities that we can go forth and use that and be the hands and feet of Jesus. Does my capacity have to stay just at church on a Sunday morning in Genesis Kids? No, it can go on. I work every week a full-time job in a public school setting, and so God can use me in that setting to be his hands and feet to those kids that I encounter every single day. He could use me just at the grocery store or wherever. What he has given you is not a place that he hasn't limited you to just a specific place. We can be the hands and feet of Jesus anywhere and everywhere we go. And so my challenge for you guys is to really begin to seek. And if you don't know what that gift is, begin to seek God and say, God, what is it that you have called me to do for you? What am I supposed to be doing to serve others? How can I be your hands and feet? And begin to really seek that out. If you know, begin to ask God, God, show me where you want me to use this gift, where you want me to go. And so as we begin to do that, things I feel like we just will begin to pour into the lives of people. That light will shine, and then at the same time they will grasp onto that light and their lives will be changed. So be praying, be seeking, ask God what your gift is, and let's all be the hands and feet of Jesus and let his light shine through us today. I love you guys. I hope you guys have been encouraged throughout this time that God is speaking to you and just allowing him to work in your lives. So we are praying for you guys, and we cannot wait to see you on Sunday. Love you.